Welcome back, everybody. This is Brothermutant here. We're going to continue our journey on the path of evil. If you recall my last episode, we just got to the monastery. Hadn't gone inside yet. We don't anticipate problems, so we're just going to head on in, shall we? We've got a journal update. Apparently I'm hung up on something.
I'll take the lead.
My team. Got to wait. Let's take a look at the journal update, shall we? Monastery. You have entered the monastery. Well, thanks for that update. I have actually been here once before. I got as far as checking out both sides here and here, and one of my teammates bummed their way over the overland map icon, causing us to actually bolt to the overland map. I didn't click on it, so that is a glitch. Be warned. That actually happens in the overland map as well, in case I haven't talked about it before. So when you're at either of these locations, I suggest that you literally put everybody on
Stay right here,
stay
no
your
matter
ground
what.
for the time being.
Greetings.
Welcome to the Sawakan Monastery. Study in peace. Why, thank you. Now they put some lore books out. You see here and here. You can read them instead of just placing them as pickup items, which I actually do appreciate, because that way we don't have to grab stuff that we just wanted to read and leave alone. And like I said, I've checked both sides before. There is one, though, that I would like to read to you. Right over here. It's actually a pretty damn good story. The Adventures of Grin, Richard, and Wu Wei. Circumstance. She is a goddess in her own right, for all she casts upon us. Witness the trials of our three heroes, and know of what I speak. Have knowledge first of young Wu Wei, sheltered monk of the elven race, thrown to the winds that he might find a path. Instead he found a briar, but with good friends to share the pricking of his fortune. Joined with him were Grin and Richard, young and true, and in that order. They came with dreams and hopes for fortune, their homes long lost behind them, their bridges burning literal. In times they would address what cast them out, but food and aching feet would first need their attention. Wayward went they all, breaking trail where dungeons hide. Tales had told of treasure here and treasure there, and they forgot that tales tell tales most of all. Lost they got, and plenty of it. Then one morn they cracked the dawn, and the adventure didn't hide. They needed no scouting skill, no premonition. It landed in their lap, or rather, their camp. A tower, stretching high above as though yawing with them as they woke, somehow seeming just as surprised that its doorstep was there as they were to be on it. It was most peculiar, and a cheer went up, for that was what they wanted. Of course it wasn't right. It was adventure, and adventure, most of all, takes you where you shouldn't be. Up they clambered, clamoring, sure of what must be done. They would search it well from top to tine, ready to let each corner yield its treasure. Wayward building a screen of wizards and careless alchemy. There had to be something within, some fortune to walk away with. Walk away it did. Grin and Wu were first to spring the stairs, while Richard lagged behind. The air was wrong for headlong joy, and the walls were unwisely damp, and he thought to himself that something just wasn't right with this instant tower. The topmost rooms would reveal why. Seating no treasure, no gems, and no captured maidens. Instead there was a mouth, and not just any mouth, but the very worst kind of mouth, it being one that they were already in. Understanding dripped down their spines. The tower was not a tower. What it was hungry. Mimic. A bloody great mimic. Our heroes lived, of course, for I would not wish to profit in their story had they met a tragic end. Although, truth be told, if they had skin on their teeth before their escape, they have surely lost it now. Gained a bit of trepidation and wisdom in its place. Remember well what has been told, and learn from their misfortune. Look for something long enough, and you will find it. Look for something without understanding, it will find you. It's a damn good story. Alright, well, with that, there is nothing else over here that I found. And again, you can walk past this over this way and skirt it, but because your teammates are so fat and heavy, one bumps another one into the other, and it could even be the pets, I think. Anybody hits that, just walks through the area, and that will trigger the overland map. Bounces us out. Doesn't prevent us from coming back, but I didn't want to continue with the recording as it flubbed up on me. But now we actually got to a spot where I have got to be, so I need to carefully pull everybody up. Alright, let's see what else we got, shall we? The carpet is so thick, you could drop a helmet and no one would hear. Book. Origin of Magic. And we got these various librarian monks keep telling me to shut up. see. There doesn't appear to be anything inside the actual bookshelves themselves. So we're probably looking for someone to guide us. Or we're looking for knowledge about the crown, right? The ones that we're piecing back together. Okay. We got a basement, perhaps. Might be our next stop. Okay, I checked the whole area here. I cut out quite a bit of it because I don't want you guys wasting your time. But basically, there was nothing upstairs except for some lore books to read. Some librarians that keep telling us to be quiet. There does appear to be a door, so we're going to head down here. Again, we don't anticipate any problems, so we're not going to really buff up. We'll keep our spells in reserve in case a fight presents itself. Okay, got another door. Let's take a look at the map real quick. It's a long hallway. Is there anything in this room besides that other door? Oh, there's one right there. Famous citizens of the Sword Coast. Another lore book. Yeah, they're clearly guiding us to a specific area. Another room with a door. Okay, we're hitting way too many rooms with doors. I'm starting to get paranoid. What do we got here? We have adventurers. Well, that sounds like we should buff up. Let's do that, shall we? Oops. Wrong thing. Okay, I need that. Kvass needs both of those.
Yes.
She needs this. Mailed might. We'll hold off on using the ghostly visage. It almost has the same level of protection that you get from the mailed might. But she will, of course, buff up our fighter types. Where's her other one? Hey, fathead. Come here. Get some stuff on you.
Okay.
Alright, so he's doing that.
All in.
He can buff himself. And Kvass. Blade. Now we buff up Tossin with the other blade. Now that everyone's got blades, we can actually do what we intended. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm missing my pet. For this guy. So get the bug boy out. Okay, she's almost done with her casting.
I'm ready if you need me.
And we're going to make sure that I have the other protection available. Alright, shall we do this?
Follow my lead.
Alright. Across the room, a group of adventurers are talking among themselves. Listen in. From what I've read in Bellum ad Nihilo Delio, a group of Imiscari adventurers defeated a demon that was rampaging through their lands. The adventurers destroyed what remained, except the demon's crown. Must be the crown that we have. Continue to listen. They kept the crown for themselves? Continue to listen. No, they tried to destroy it, but were unable to do so. Since they were unable to destroy it, they did what they could do, break it into pieces and hide the pieces. Listen in some more. Then we're safe. How could they find the pieces if they were hidden away so long ago? Continue to listen. The book was written to chronicle the lives of these adventurers, who had become famous for their deeds. It records their adventures both before fighting the demon and their travels afterwards. Continue to listen. That sounds like how we're going to find the other pieces of our crown. Neverwinter must believe they intend to use the book to trace the adventurers' travels in order to find the pieces. Continue to listen. But it was destroyed so long ago, surely it cannot have power still. Continue to listen. Do you think Neverwinter would have called on so many adventurers if they did not believe so? Clan aim? Continue to listen again. The monks said we were the first to be interested in this book in a very long time. So if they know about the book, we beat them here. I am touched, truly. Neverwinter thinks that I am so important they will send more adventurers to stop me. I will indulge them. Perhaps they will hire more when they hear you are dead. By Clangeddin's beard! Anxious to see his beard, are you? Your insolence left the other armored adventurer unable to speak. Something got your tongue. Hey, Show me that big sword you have. Why do paladins always carry around great swords? Could it be because you are compensating for something? The demon twirls your tongue, villain. Neverwinter has sent us, and we will stop you as we have many before you. To the paladin, see, he can talk. Find your tongue. To the adventurer who just spoke. An attempt at wit. Bravo. Shall I jot it down as your last words? Enough of your insults, foul villain. It's your death. Oh, sounds like we're engaging in battle. Alright, let's pop out the pup. And
To the fight now!
boss bro, you can come over here. Give me a hand. This. There we go. You did that horribly. Alright, we got an adventurer over here causing me some problems. My team just slaughtered the rest of them super fast. Boom. The journal's been updated. Halra, Bellum, Nihilo, Dilio. Well, alright. Never has sent an adventure group to the monastery for a book on the Imaskari adventurer that slew Malalanth. Word will make its way back to Lord Nasher, but the adventurers are dead. You are free to take the book called Bellum Adnahilo Delio. What's the Delio? Loot. That's what the Delio is.
I'm not a pack
Taking it.
mule. Remove this.
Taking
I'm
it.
not a pack mule. Remove
Take it all.
this burden.
Oh yeah, we're taking every last bit of your guys' gear. Alright, was there anything else in this room that we needed to snag on? Where the hell's the book at? Did we pick it up and I wasn't paying attention? We must have. Let me take a look. Alright, well it looks like we're going to have to pass off some stuff here. Let's pass it all off to the heavy lifter. And then we'll divvy it from there. I don't need arrows. We're actually, like I said, we're going to pass off everything. We'll just go from there. If there's something that looks like it sticks out as being something I would want, I guess I'll just keep it. It looks like we got some pretty good gear here.
I carry too
Blade
much.
even.
I have to share the load.
Big ass blade. Helmet.
I'm not a pack mule. Remove this
Some
burden.
haughtiness. Ooh, I want the swashbuckler's hat. That's mine. +2 diplomacy. Pow. Okay, we have quarterstaff, scythe, shield, glittering necklace. I guess I'll take that for myself. An adventurer's room. This thing. Nah, that's garbage. I'm gonna drop it. And oh, there's my book. Okay, I got the book. Is there anything else that we picked up that I want to pass along? I don't see anything. The crossbow was mine all along, right? Yeah, right down there. As a matter of fact, let's switch back to it. Alright, let's see what kind of gear we got for this, alright? So we have studded leather. Alright, some stuff we're going to put away. Don't need studded leather,
We'll have to share the load.
chainmail, regular rapier. Does this never sleep? Rapier. We're going to pass that off to our rogue buddy. Rapier +1 we'll pass to here. Keep the longbow on the ring. Ironwood war mace. That is magical, well, nice damage. And it's extremely light. Let's pass it off to our heavy hitter guy. Where did he go? To our heavy hitter guy. We have a Helm of Graham the Mouse. Paladin only, but he has a decent amount of use magic device. I wonder if that'll allow him to use that. Let's go find out. Full plate will pass off to heavy guy. Same with the Harbinger Ken. Well, that's a great sword. That's a really nice fire bonus. What's the wing helmet do? Concentration +1 here. Bro, you can be badass. Half plate will pass off to see if that's better. Boots of hardiness, he already has. Boots of striding. So let's see if... Yeah, that's an increase for his armor class. Pass off the boots of striding to him, see if he can get any benefit out of Dwarven War Axe. Now, we don't have anyone that has exotic, and I don't have a dwarf on the team, so this is extra selling material. Don't particularly like scythes, though. But this adamantine heavy shield could come in handy, and we already have magical stabs. Alright, so let's all we got there. Let's take a look at Kvass once more. So we can use the helm, and this gives him damage reduction and resistance to piercing damage as well. That's definitely worth it. And then we have this blade here, the Mara. Now I want to slap that down here. And where's my torch? Oh, can I use? That's too bad. I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff, though. He's kind of cluttered up. Now we have these two kukri that we probably should have had on tan all along. We're going to keep the mace because it gives him a blunt weapon. And I think that's probably the way to go for him. Remember, this is the mandolin that basically allows us to cast some spells as a bard. Again, only because he has used magic device that we're allowed to do that. That's okay, though. Let's take a look at what we just passed on to him. Okay, see, so now we have kukri that allow us to do dual wielding. Remember, this character has dual wielding built into him. So he's able to use this without a whole lot of penalty. But you see, we're still pretty bad. If you switch over to this, suddenly it's really good. And we're going to pack away that Darksteel Scimitar because I don't particularly care about it. Okay. So we have a weapon that does fire damage. It's really good. We have a nice shield bonus for us. We have a couple of kukri if we need to go dual wielding. Of course, we have our long armor, strong longbow.
I am ready.
Now this guy. All right, baby. See what you got going for you. So I have a blunt weapon and a light shield. Now I think it would make more sense to have this weapon. Let's pass that off to Kvass. He can't use it yet, but you'll see what I mean here in a second. Okay. As a matter of fact, we're going to get rid of the Morning Star in favor of the... Oops. Take that back. Well, hold on a second. Let's see what we got. We got the Airjet Assay Blade, and I can hotkey these together, right? Yeah, so that gives me an armor bump, and I can use Magic Vestment on it to increase it now, because this is not magical, just damage reduction, so that'll be a nice way to prevent some incoming hits. So if I need a blunt weapon, here we go. If I need blade / extra protection, there we go. And then do us anything really, but we'll get them there. Now, do we want half plate or we want full plate? So full plate gets 27. This one's 26. I guess we take the full plate. We can pass those back off to Tan to stockpile away. Ring of Resistance. See if Tan can use that. And we don't need the Morning Star.
I carry too much.
Pass that off as
Shell
well.
load.
So we have ranged weapon, blunt weapon, and oh shit, sorry. Harbinger Kin +1. So this is two-handed, single-handed. That's our best defense. And this is technically our worst weapon. Does good damage still. Pretty heavy hitting. But this one's with all the fire damage and the physical increases. Yeah, clearly the way to go. This one would be our chance to hit. And our armor's up like crazy with this one. So I like that.
Yes.
Go back to him. Got some stuff to put away. He needs a Morning Star. He can use a good blunt weapon. It looks like he can use it with a shield. And his shield's pretty sweet. So we'll actually keep that. Yeah, ring of resistance, that's cool. Well, alright, I feel pretty good about that. The extra armor from this guy puts it up above the kukris as far as I'm concerned. And that shadow shield is a really good shield for positive energy protection, plus it's enchanted already. So we still want to have the blade out.
I am ready.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. That's actually one last thing to do before I forget. We did say we want that magic vestment, right? Where are you at? Right here, level 3. Okay, so we want invisibility perch still. I guess we'll get rid of the blindness and get magic vestment. The reason for that, again, is we can use that to specifically target a shield and give me a magical bonus to his shield, so his adamantine shield will be pretty sweet.
Follow my lead.
But with all that, we got everything we need. Look, we didn't look at the book, though. Forgot to do that. What is that thing? Accoutrements. There it is. Alright, Bellum Adnihilo Delio details the lives of the adventurers who defeated Malalanth, skipping to the part where the adventurers managed to sunder the crown. You read how they spread the pieces as far as they could, buried in the sand fortress, western edge of the inland seas, locked in the frozen pyramid, tower of the orange skies, in the center of all the lands and the forge itself. So this must be the locations. Now we've been to at least 2 of them because we already got 2 pieces of the crown, right? Iron symbol. Yeah. This one gives me a nice little bump too. So, AC dodge modifier, universal saves, regeneration. Yeah, that's a nice little piece to have with me. Okay. So, yeah, we've already got 2 pieces.
Follow my lead.
So we got 3 more to go. And the forge itself, I wonder if the forge is going to be what we use to put the pieces all back together again. Alright, come on, team. Let's do this. That was a pretty intense little fight. I feel pretty good about that, though. We have...
Follow my lead.
Let's see, let's get out of here. Sounds like when they're talking that the monks knew that they were expecting us. Which means this little jackhole never freaking said anything to us. Oh dear. You knew those adventurers were waiting for me, didn't you? I'm sorry. They were very insistent. There was a grave threat. I'll keep it in mind that the monastery remains neutral in all things, unless I come. I am so sorry. They insisted. Relax, I'm not gonna kill you. Probably should, though. Jerk. Alright, with that, though, let's actually go to the overland map, plan out our next place to visit, and we'll probably call the video there. Let's see, we are missing all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, we don't have to worry about them walking into those locations.
Follow my lead.
But what you do have to worry about
Stay
is
right
the edge of the
here,
map.
No matter what.
They have those, yeah, right here. Those little pieces there. Those bastards, if they touch it, you get teleported to that area, whether I clicked on it or not. So we have a cave entrance that way. Badlands Cemetery. But there was some stuff over here. Let's take a quick gander. I'm gonna, again, leave my party behind. Whoa. That's trippy. Yeah, Eastern Badlands. Again, I'm trying to avoid those pieces. Make us run real close to them, too. Like that one right there. We have, yeah, Spider Swamp. That sounds like a good place to go. We still haven't hit either of these areas, if I remember correctly. So Spider Swamp, hell, Calampark Muzad, we still have to go there. We already beat Arcane Haven. And did as much as I think I can do in Alcazir, Alcabir. Still haven't found all the people that I need for slave labor. But whatevs. We'll probably go then here to Spider Swamp. But with that, let's actually call the video there. Before I leave, I'd like to point out that my mod is now uploaded. Again, it's only a dialogue TLK file and a spells 2DA file. And it has listed in it a requirement for the actual mod from Cadron, the merger pack. Instructions how to use it are in the description as well. So go ahead and download that. Tell me what you guys think. It's still not finished. It's like the 0.75 version. I think I gave it to myself. But I wanted to upload it so you guys have a chance to play around with it. Tell me what you think. Look at it. See if there's typos, if you have a better suggestion. There's still stuff that I would like to do. And just to give you like a for instance, some of these spells you'll notice are available to clerics of a specific domain. And I may actually make a separate category for that. So where it's caster level, domain level, and if there is none, I will literally say none just to make it uniform, and then the innate level. I think that would be something I'd be interested in, but tell me what you guys think. Point out typos, point out mistakes. If you have your own spells, feel free to share them. I would love to have them. I need the NCS files and the NSS files to dive into them, and whatever dialogue or spells 2DA files you may have, or even just general descriptions so I know what to enter in those fields, and I'll happily add them and merge them with the files that are already there with Cadron. I would really enjoy that. I'm all about more spells. But with that, my name's Brothermutant. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And I'll see y'all soon. Bye now.